Hello guys, today we are reviewing a game that I've completed recently. It's called Nuclear Throne, as you can see. Um, we will try different characters on the background, but generally we will think what this game means to me, means to the gaming audience, and so on. So this is one of the few games of Vlambio company. It's pretty cool company consisting with two people, Rami Ismail and Von Neyman. Oh, I can pronounce it incorrectly and I'm just doing it by my memory. Anyway, so um, what can I say about this game? It released in the peak of roguelikes. It was a time when roguelikes wasn't like under every chair and every corner. Um, so it wasn't as frequent or tiresome for people to see it. So it was a little bit a new thing and a hyped genre at that time. Um, but even if we discard the timeline story, I can say for sure that this game is labor of love. Um, it, as you can see, is very juicy in its combat. It's like the first levels, as you can see, and there's a lot of bullets, a lot of action. Here, several weapons. Game consists of levels. You collect reds to increase in the upper left corner your experience bar, and it will allow you to choose one of the upgrades. It's very similar, by the way, to Vampire Survivors, which has came out like after few years, in few years after the Nuclear Throne. So in that sense, it was ahead of its time. Um, I judge just that it's a fun, addictive mechanic to give player choice of the mutations. It's a nice thing here. Uh, so this game is juicy. I think its graphics is cool. Um, yeah, it's pixel art and uh, it isn't that pretty. It's not like Old Boy or I'll try to remember something very pretty. Maybe Blasphemous is very pretty in a sense of art style game. It's not that games. Uh, but it has its style. It does it very good. The graphics are consistent. I love each and every biome that it has. So we were in sewers. Now we are on, like a garbage pile, fighting with crows, and we see rubber tires piles everywhere, and so on. It's very gamey. It has sewers level before, sewer canal, and that's very gamey. Some people say, "Oh, again sewer level." I think this cliche is fun here for some reasons. Like you're playing a game. There's no hiding or denying that. And this game is divided in short bursts, and it doesn't require you uh, to warm up for several hours to understand the story and so on. It's roguelike in all sense. And when you start the game, it is just this, as you can see here. By the way, I've played daily mode for the first time, and I don't understand what's the point. It may be score attack when you're trying to beat other people's high score. I don't like. I don't know, and I don't like it. But I never liked it in any games. Okay, so this game is juicy in every detail. The camera shake, the enemy white blinking and its reaction to bullets, its fun corpse recoil. Um, every little juicy bit creates this fun mechanic that you can see. I have chosen very quickly, but I have chosen double healing from medkits. So yeah, another fun thing, albeit a little random, is here. I have a grenade launcher, and you know, grenades damage yourself too, and it's very painful. So one bad shot and I can be dead here. It adds cruelty and adds cheapness to your death, and for roguelikes you don't like it. Maybe. Or maybe it's like random fun mechanic, I don't know. But it also gives you an edge, I don't know, like you are going on the Razor's Edge. You're always risking, and this game is just adrenaline fueled from top to bottom, from start to finish. So, even though pixels are quite big for this game, I'm watching this game on my big monitor, and it's just painful sometimes with that big pixels. It's good on smaller screens, on maybe handhelds if you have Steam Deck, ROG Ally, or what you have. All is good. I don't think it came out on. It has came out on Nintendo Switch, but as I remembered correctly, it's either PlayStation or Xbox, definitely. Yeah. So, what other things? So this game has a lot of details that is quite fun, like destructible terrain. All walls can be destroyed with explosions. Random stuff on boxes. There's a lot of boxes. Every character is interesting. Here, this character has a lot of eyes. It can see in the dark, and it has telekinesis, which allows it to pull all the stuff, including enemies, to him. I tried it here. I do it rarely. Oh, as you can see, I have been breaking walls. It's just another mutation. Okay, so this game is juicy. What can I say more about that? It's having like 9 characters, and I have unlocked only 6 maybe, or maybe 5, and that's. And I'm near the end of my playtime. I have completed the game, I don't want more. I am tired of this game. It's not like perfect game. Just listen to me till the end. But it has several nice characters. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it's like 12 characters there, and I unlocked 6. Does it really matter? I don't think so. Anyway, let's talk about some weaker side, some weaknesses of this game. As you can see, I'm still playing on this yellow background. I'm killing the same enemies. Oh, I have grenade launcher. The same grenade launcher. Yeah, it's random, but like in first biome, you have a choice mostly about 6 weapons. You know, I'm talking about on the level of my feelings, not fixed number. I haven't calculated it, but I've played this game a lot. Okay, so next character. That was quick. And again, yellow background, same enemies. And that, I think, is weakness of the game. Is that you're always starting the same, and in general, 99% of the time, you will meet the same enemies, the same stuff, the same weapons, the same upgrades, and it's all like 15. It's like 10, 15, maybe there's like 40 weapons. I just pulled it again out of my imagination. Maybe there's ultra duper mutation and ultra duper weapons that I haven't encountered, which maybe which are maybe generated after you completed the game and on several loop. It's definitely not here when you are just starting, and even if you have completed the game before. So it's like maybe on 30th minute you will see new weapons. That's what I'm meaning. But even in that case, it's weak. It's weak design and it's kind of boring. So this game is adrenaline fueled, but I'm tired from this game like in 40 minutes or maybe shorter. It's tiresome, partly because it's too much action and too much risk, but partly because it's all the same again and again. And when you are dying like in 8th level, you understand that you need to go again, and that's not nice. Yep. Okay. Let's move on. Another thing, maybe you have noticed again, is that other than unlocking characters, you don't have much meta progression which I save between runs. So this is not roguelite, roguelite. It's not roguelite. It's roguelike. So it's more like classical approach. um, I don't like it. I think it's disadvantage. Yeah, I see from where they came from and I see the beauty of it, but I don't think that a game in general should have that. It doesn't change much when you have small progression, like in Vampire Survivors, for example. I think you don't have much progression. Well, maybe the pool of your upgrades will increase your power substantially, but small increase in health and so on will not. Yeah, so there's a lot of characters, but I don't think that you will always change them. It's different thing. There's not a lot of weapons. There are some, but the problem is that half of them opens up in the end of the game or in the middle of the game, and we will go again with some basic weapons. Maybe it's a skill issue, I don't know. I speak from general user experience. Yeah, what's another thing here? So there's not a lot of content. That's the problem. And yeah, it's not a problem about the construction of the game composition. It's kinda their choice because they don't have a lot of content. With this exact content, you can't do much. You can do meta progression with like increase your health by 1 sometimes, you know, and that's not much. And that will decrease the beauty of the game and simplicity with giving small amounts. One of the biggest other games in this genre, very similar game, is Enter the Gungeon, and it was released about at the same time as this game, and I have completed it all. It's like 10 times more content. It has 10 times more content than this game. I'll be honest with you. 10 times more content. And I have completed it in 200 hours fully. This game I have completed in 20 hours, and maybe it's just skill issue. I suppose that if you are very good, you can complete it in several hours. but it is a very hard game. Other thing, if we compare these two games, excluding the huge amounts of contents in Enter the Gungeon, this game has a lot harder gameplay. You see, you have like 8 health, and bullets damage you by 3. So several occasional bullets and you are dead. You don't have a roll like in Enter the Gungeon. So you're up to grabs. You can die very quickly. Okay, so it's very random. But Enter the Gungeon is less juicy for me, it's less fun, and the setting, while albeit quite fun, this setting hits the spot. It's awesome. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this game. It's one of the classics, I think. But you need to know that here is not much content and this game is brutal. It's like in older games when they hide shortness of the game by hardness. I don't know. I wish that this game will be continued. It's kind of old game. It's like 6 or maybe more years. Years past. I wish that it had like at least 2 times more content, but it's not the case. And I have finished it. I mean, I have did a single run. I can do loops. I can do like New Game Plus, but I just don't want it. I'm tired of this game. Anyway, if you want to see more skillful gameplay, you can watch my next video when I choose best characters in my opinion, and try to win with them in some lazy fashion maybe. Yeah, this game is a gem. It has its soul, but it's not the best roguelike, sadly. And in my honest opinion, Enter the Gungeon in general is better, and it's better for general audience. But I'm in love with this game. It's very nice. Yep. So that is it. Let's just try to beat these enemies. This character is very hard. Has some chase of police right from the get-go. It's one of the game mechanics, but when you angry the policemen. But for this character, it's right from the start. But it has better, more powerful weapons in its arsenal.